Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the Divoom Tivu Max. At roughly 150 US dollars, this Bluetooth speaker also is a piece of pixel art. And if you're familiar with Divoom, then you know they have a whole lineup of pixel art speakers. This, as per its name, the Tivu Max, is the most expensive at roughly 150 US and also the most powerful and, in my opinion, the most dynamic. So I reached out to Divoom and asked if they wanted to send one over for me to share with all of you, and here it is. So as you can see, retro style CRT TV. The entire front glass is a pixel art display, so you can customize the pixel art creation. They mention they have an online community. That's because there is an iOS and Android app that gives you all sorts of functionality with this. Smart alarm, event notification, and not a slouch when it comes to audio performance. It is literally a 2.1 system because there is a subwoofer on board. Let me flip around the box. You see another depiction of it there. Three different colors. This is the white version. And then on the back of the box, Divoom essentially giving their own message on what they've tried to make here, which is, I'm just going to quick read off of this. Besides its extremely powerful audio, it's also a pixel art canvas, a smart alarm, and a versatile toolbox. And again, as I already stated, you have an iOS and Android app. You can see some of that here, and I'll eventually share that, but not in today's video. 40-watt DSP tuned audio, as well as, I've already mentioned, the 2.1 layout, 256 mobile app programmable full RGB LEDs, 38 built-in sleep aids and smart alarm profiles, daily functions, and evolving mobile applications. So with that out of the way, let's get it out of the box. Packaging is nice, no question about that. And it's just a really unique product. That's why I wanted to share it with all of you. And let's do it. So as I mentioned, Divoom does have several of these, but this is the largest and most powerful. It also happens to have a built-in battery, so you can leave this hardwired, or you can charge up its 10,000 milliamp hour battery, and that will yield roughly, as per the manufacturer, about 10 hours of playback time, and we're talking about 4 to 5 hours to charge it. So there we have the speaker. And it is fairly heavy, by the way. For those of you that are wondering, it is not a lightweight. Let's see if I can just pop it out of there, or I may just have to shimmy it out that way. Let's see. But packaging seems pretty good. And this has been on the market for a little while now. I'm having some problems getting it out, but what's new? It is very well packed in there. But here we go, finally. I was trying to see if I could do it without breaking anything. I have to say, fit and finish on this is nice. It does also have a microphone, so if you wanted to use this to handle Bluetooth phone calls, you can. Volume, playback, alarm clock, these are all capacitive buttons like you're used to on your phone. Then we have a rocker right here. I believe that's the power button. Let's see. I'm guessing. And if it doesn't power up, it's probably user error. That's what I'll lean on. And it doesn't seem like it is, but yeah, that's pretty much the look and feel of this. Glossy white finish. Oh, power button's right here. So let's see. There we go. And now you can see the pixel art coming to life slowly, and the Bluetooth logo right there. So this is just, again, when I saw it, I thought it was really cool. I wasn't familiar with it. There's the alarm clock function, well, the clock function, I should say. And it just, in a world of speakers that aren't unique, this one seems to check the boxes for being very cool, and that's why I reached out to share it with all of you. So this little back panel right below the subwoofer outlet reveals the power button, a micro USB port right there. Bring it up a little bit closer. It looks like we have a micro SD card slot, so if you want to put some music on there, or I don't know if it's optionally for giving this more functionality. And then there's also an auxiliary port so that you can hardwire music into this if you're not going to use it as a Bluetooth product. So again, fairly versatile. And as I already mentioned, that built-in battery makes this a go-everywhere device. Even though for me, I will probably end up using this in my studio because it's really cool. And hopefully as it works as well as it looks, I do think this is a solid marriage of form and function. But let's see what else is in the box. So we've got a little box here, which I'm sure is full of paperwork, and also some cables, because as you noticed, it does have some ports there. So from a paperwork perspective, we've got essentially take your music further, and this, I imagine, instructions, yep. And then it looks like we've got some stickers. So this is cool, not something I necessarily expected. And yeah, so Divoom really just marketing well, I think, their pixel art universe. And again, I think this is really unique. If you followed my channel, you know that I've covered my fair share of Bluetooth speakers, but they're usually just about being Bluetooth, and hopefully they have a secondary function. I mean, I'm not going to just review a standard Bluetooth speaker. That's not interesting, right? And all of the content I try to share with all of you, it's always about being different, not the same crap that you can find anywhere. So we have our auxiliary cable. So if you want to hook this up, as I mentioned, to any hardwired audio source and output on here, you can. And then the micro USB cable for charging. And they are braided. I like them. You know, the product just exudes quality is what I feel like. Nothing else in the box. And I'm going to play with this. I'm going to get back to all of you on it as far as what I think. I'm just turning the knob here and we're getting some different animations. And this is what makes this unique. It is not your basic Bluetooth speaker. And as far as audio quality goes, again, because you know we've got 40 watt output, a subwoofer, I expect this to be fairly good. I mean, after all, it's a $150 speaker, so it's not just about what it looks like. It's that marriage. And when form and function come together well, it is something to enjoy, to say the least. Made in China, for those of you that are wondering, like most things. And yeah, just a lot. You can see left and right channels here, and output on the back. That's why they are calling it a 2.1 system. And then I'm not sure, this is probably the select button. Oh no, that's just for Bluetooth pairing, it appears. But yeah, pretty cool. Excited to share this with all of you. They were very quick to get one out to me, and I think it's been on the market for roughly a year. If I'm incorrect, I'm incorrect, but to me, it's as new as it'll ever be, because I hadn't seen it, let alone now I've actually touched it. And there we go with that front plastic. So I'm going to test it out. I'll get back to all of you. I'll see what battery life is like. But of course, the most important thing is, what is the audio like? We already know it looks cool, seems very well made. So what's left but to test it out? Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. Hit that like button. And as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.